When EW last spoke with returning Doctor Who star David Tennant about his appearance in the 3 upcoming 60th anniversary special episodes, the actor said, "I just hope I look as fast as I did in the 2000s. Well, showrunner Russell T Davies has good news for both Tennant, who is reprising the role of the titular time-traveling alien, and his fans. Don't worry. That man limbered up. He's no fool," says the executive producer, laughing, upon being informed of Tennant's concerns. "We didn't need any camera tricks." Like Tennant, the showrunner left Doctor Who in 2010 but is now clearly delighted to be back and working with Tennant again. "He's as fit as a fiddle," Davies continues about his star. "He's gorgeous." The pair are reuniting on the 3 shows with Catherine Tate, who played Donna Noble, a companion of Tennant's 10th Doctor. Tennant reveals that this get-together was inspired by a Doctor Who tweet-along that took place during the pandemic. "Russell T Davies got involved, and then Catherine Tate and I got involved, and we all tweeted along to an episode," he says. "That led to a conversation between Russell and Catherine going, 'Wasn't that great? Wouldn't it be great to get the band back together for one last hurrah?' Which I think was only meant as an aspirational bit of fun, really. But then, it snowballed, and, before we knew it, we were coming back to the show with the Doctor and Donna," says the actor. "Russell was running the show again, and we were doing 3 in a row." Davies wrote all of the 60th anniversary episodes and describes them as a mini-season. Really, it's 3 different stories. There's a little link between them. Each one kind of cliffhangs into the next, but actually they're 3 separate stories. The first of those stories is titled The Star Beast and premieres on Disney Plus November 25th. The tale starts with Tennant's Doctor arriving back on planet Earth just as an extraterrestrial craft crashes in the vicinity of Tate's Noble. Davies describes the episode as a great big family film. An alien spaceship falls in London, which is the Doctor's meet and drink really. But is it by coincidence that lands practically on the doorstep of an old friend of his who's lost all memories of him? The showrunner says the episode becomes a huge, great big adventure with fights and chases and monsters and terror, but also some great laughs as well. The Star Beast is based on a comic strip by legendary comics writer Pat Mills and Watchmen artist Dave Gibbons, originally published in Doctor Who Weekly more than 30 years ago. The story introduced the alien character of the Meep, voiced in the new episode by Miriam Margolyes. It's from 1979, an absolute classic, Davies says of the original strip. Pat Mills and David Gibbons, they were kids back then, but they created this marvelous thing. It's always been one of my favorite Doctor Who stories, and coming back I thought it would be such enormous fun to celebrate the 60th, and also to grab hold of a great idea, to adapt it. And for those who might know the comic strip of old, don't worry. There's a lot of new stuff woven into it. Tennant, a lifelong Whovian, admits to being confused when he was initially sent the script for the episode. The actor recalls that it arrived and says on the cover page that it's an adaptation of The Star Beast by Pat Mills and Dave Gibbons, which I remember reading as a child. I was thinking, that can't be what I'm thinking of. But, of course, Russell is a long-term Doctor Who fan, too, so of course it is. Actually, that makes perfect sense, because that kind of storytelling energy that is in that comic strip is very reminiscent of Russell's storytelling energy. It sort of is a perfect fit.